Welcome everybody, I'm Fabio Viviani and you're watching Fabio's Kitchen, where every week we'll bring you an amazing dish made by me. Today we are doing an Italian classic, everybody's favorite chicken cacciatore. Cacciatore in Italian means hunter sauce. Alla cacciatora, the hunter sauce made with chicken. This is, the legend says that the hunters going off on, hunting trip for 3-4 days, they were bringing with them things that they could forage easily, like mushroom, like onion, things like easy to grab out there, some tomatoes, some olives, anything really earthy, some herbs. And the reality is that whatever they were shooting, could it be a pheasant, quail, anything, any game, they would chop it up and cook in this casserole over an open fire. Now, throughout the year, the recipe has been modified. People have started to use chicken, widely available. We're not shooting any animal anymore, thank God. And we have incorporated things like tomatoes, red wine, and other herbs and flavoring agents to elevate the actual dish from the original tradition. The first and foremost things that we have to do is to create the base for the sauce. But before that, we have to cook the chicken. So the chicken has to be seared in a hot skillet before we cook every other ingredient. So chicken, bone in, bone out, depend what you're after, right? If you're after speed, do like I do and do a bone out. If you're after an extra flavor, then do bone in. Anything with the bone tastes probably better. The difference is not gonna be extreme, and you still can save a lot of time if you do it boneless. Salt and pepper. The reason why I'm cooking the chicken first is because I want to seal the juice in. This chicken will be braised. It's not about cooking right now, it's about searing the juice in. Seasoning the other side. Seasoning both sides of anything is important. Why would you want to only season 50% of your meal? When a restaurant gives you a check, are you paying half of the bill or are you paying all of it? Season all of it. Always, both sides. That's it. That's all I've done. Seal some juice in. Now, in that oil, I'm cooking my onion, mushroom. Onion adds a lot of flavor to any braised dishes, especially red onion. They tend to be a lot sweeter than white onion and still very, very aromatic. Mushroom, in this case I use button mushroom. Button mushroom, they're very firm and meaty, which means that they will not break or dissolve into a braising liquid. Onion and mushroom is caramelized. Now we add olives. I have black Kalamata olives and I have green olives. I have chopped herbs, rosemary and sage. Herbaceous, strong, bold, earthy flavor. And I have capers. Because capers have natural salt in it, capers are salted. Caper is like an Italian version of anything pickled, right? So they have a lot of saltiness to it. That's why I only salted my chicken and I will not season my sauce. I'm going to deglaze the pan. Deglaze means anytime there is something caramelized create a little burn, right? It's brown, it's crispy. I'm gonna soften that up with a little bit of vinegar, red wine vinegar, just a touch. That's it, just a touch. The vinegar will add the acidity needed to break through the tomato sauce, the sweetness of the onion, and the mushroom. Next, I'm gonna put my chicken back. The chicken is in, onion, mushroom, olives, capers, herbs. Now next, tomato sauce and tomato chunk. Now here, I'm using canned tomato, but I'm also gonna use some fresh tomato. Just two different layers of flavor, right? Fresh tomato, bright, very, very spring, a lot of good tomatoes in summer. And although this is a braised dish, and I suggest to do this in colder climate, the addition of raw tomato in it creates a more mellow tomato flavor that doesn't taste like they came out of a can, all right? The chicken is inside, the onion, the tomato, the olives, the mushroom. Everything starts to smell delicious here, right? But this is a braised dish. This will have to cook on medium-high for another 20 to 25 minutes. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna add a little bit of broth. And hunters normally drink a lot of wine, especially out there in the wild. What I'm adding to it is a very good wine. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon. The reason I'm using a Cabernet is because Cabernet has the good amount of tannins and the dark fruit note that they're gonna go perfectly with braised meat. In this case, we're using a very special Cabernet Sauvignon. Oh, look, it's Fabio Viviani Cabernet Sauvignon. The rest of the bottle, it's for me. Now, we just gotta let this reduce and cook. Everything will be reduced. Everything will blend together. The tomato will dissolve. Some of the mushroom will. The onion will. Caper will stay whole. The olives can be seen. The olives will be there, and the chicken will be nice and braised. And this nice sauce will be like a dark concoction of fantastic flavor. Slow and low is the secret here. 25-30 minutes. Look, the sauce has come together. The chicken is nice and braised, and I'll show you how braised it is right now. So we'll get a plate here. Look at this. You got a piece of chicken here. Look, just so you realize what braising means. Look at this. You see that? It just falls apart. You barely touch it and falls apart. That's what a good braised chicken looks like. I can't even hold it. Look at this. It keeps falling apart on my hand. And as much as the chicken has braised, so also everything else. We have the olives, we have the mushroom, we have the oregano, we have the capers, the herbs. Everything inside here is like flavor on steroid. See, the pieces of tomato has reduced. This is a really good chicken cacciatore. It's not the most refined of food. It's very saucy. It's kind of brownish. It's a little messy. But the flavor will compensate where the beauty is missing. Enjoy Fabio's Kitchen.